personal reading code Bluebird14. All right. Spirit, help me channel this message today. Very excited. Dragonflies are going to be significant for you as well as those bluebirds. Please do not make this reading fit if it does not resonate. If you would like your own personal reading, please send me an email. Link is in my bio, or a direct message. If it fits for one in the collective, it could fit for multiples on the tree branch. That's how it works. It's called a ripple effect. All right, Spirit, help me channel this beautiful energy. Bluebird14. Let's get a past. We always do a past first, so then we'll get to the future. Let's see what comes up here. All right. Oh my gosh. Sneaky little cards. You may be an elusive energy. You may pop out and people don't even expect it. You may have like so many different personalities you can't fit into boxes. And honestly, because you have like this awesome, wild, crazy personality that people can't compartmentalize, may have came in between your relationships. They may have thought they actually could control you, control who you were, things about you. They may have wanted to seriously put you inside of a box. Lots of lies, lots of illusions. You had those guys that, or girls, energy, take it how it resonates, that were like, no, you're not going to do that. That doesn't work for me. You may have been around those kind of energies. And you were looking at these people sitting in chaos like, who do you think you are? No, that's not how this works. You don't tell me what to do. But for a while, they kind of maybe got one over on you in that regard because they were manipulative. They may have even liked to give you gifts. But boy, did you move past that. You clock stuff pretty quick. And honestly, the manipulation tactics didn't work for long because, again, you cannot be compartmentalized. People can't just tell you what to do. They can't tell you who to go out with. Like, you can't go out with your friends. But they didn't, like, come out and say that. It was always, they were trying to make it seem like you were doing something wrong. And you weren't. You were just sitting in your high priestess energy. You may be very social at times. And again, they did not like this. You did have quite a good relationship here at one point, though. Someone who was a good friend as well. Came off as stable. It really did, until you got some clarity. Again, these elusive people, they always think that they can manipulate you or they're smarter than you. But again, like, it's your wild child, like, blooming flower, kind of the life of the party, just, again, just this dynamic personality you have. They may have thought that you were naive and easy to control, and you're not. So the clarity came to you. You kind of jumped off the path a little bit, like, may have went right instead of left. You did something different, right? But here's the cool thing. When you did this after this relationship, when you got your clarity and you're like, oh boy, I see you. I'm seeing you. You dodged a tower. But it took you a while to get over it. It took you a while to transmute the heartbreak from this relationship. And honestly, to like get past some of the things that they taught you in the relationship that was like not good. It was toxic. Yeah, they kind of had you battling like your own friends. You may have even lost friends in the process. Like, they may have steered you away from close relationships or friendships. And this may have been kind of like someone with narcissistic traits. But you didn't stay heartbroken for very long, to be honest. Like, you may transmute a lot of stuff very quickly. You may get over things very quickly, or that's how others perceive it. But how you do this is you focus on you, but you also like distract yourself with fun things. Maybe even friends, like, could be shopping, could be anything. It could be going to concert. Like, it's something that you distract yourself. It's something fun that you always distract yourself with that helps you in a big way move past this stuff. It helps you move on, and it really irks your exes. Like, how does she move on so quick? She never even cared. You may hear that. And then they may come crawling back because they're like, wait, what the hell? What the hell? Again, you cause confusion. But it's because you're not someone people can just figure out off the bat. They're not supposed to, right? Again, you're not like a basic, and I almost said the word basic bitch. But everyone, all my followers know I hate the word bitch. But you're not basic. You're not like everybody else. And I know a lot of people say that. And you've probably even said this to exes, like, listen, I'm telling you, I'm not the same person. Like, I'm not like every other girl you've dated, right? Or energy. I'm not like every other person you've dated. And they didn't believe you until later. And they're like, this one is different. You always transform yourself. You're always different. Every few years, you're not the same person you were. And this throws people for a loop, but it's so good for you. People look up to you about this. Like, they're like, man, you may have even had friends in the past that have asked you, like, how do you do it, man? How do you just move on from these situations and you don't, like, let it bring you down for very long? And you're like, I just have this emotional intelligence, right? Like, why am I going to let other people bring me to my freaking knees? Like, I'm not letting others tear me down. They may win the battle, but they don't win the war. They tear me down for a small smidgen, and they may not even see it. You may, like, heal in private sometimes, you know? And really, this irks people. Because it kind of has them scratching their heads. Like, and here's the thing, you have impact though, because whether they'll ever admit it to you or not, your exes and friends and whoever you kind of let go of, eventually they see it as like, they weren't really being supportive of you and they were trying to tear you down, but they'll never admit this. But just know, for your own closure, that's what happened. You have an impact on people when you leave them behind. You definitely have an impact. So a King of Swords presented himself. Now listen. This one caused a lot of confusion for you, but not at first. 11-11 on the timer. 11s may be significant for you. 13 too. But when I said 14 for your personal reading code, it's because it's 2 7s. Angel numbers, very protected energy. Again, you may be making an impact at some point in your life because, again, people look up to you for how quickly you move through life, move through situations that usually tear people down for a lot longer. When you get kicked, and people are even kicking you when you're down, you get back up and you spring back up to life. I think you're used to this. I think that's why. It's like you adapt quickly because of your life and the experiences that you've had. But yeah, so this King of Swords may have been kind of a breadcrumb for you at one point. You found this out later. Like, this person, they had you questioning yourself at times. This person was a heavy manipulator. However, at first you were sitting in Empress energy, right? You thought this person was like straight and narrow. And the song by Sam Barber, Straight and Narrow, may be significant for you. You thought they were like really helpful, like kind of a generous energy because of how direct they came off at first. You guys may have even traveled together or thought about going on vacations together. You guys may have had some big plans at one point. But something in your life definitely changed. And it may have been a little chaotic during this time. It could have even have been a move. But you met a King of Pentacles. While you were like at the best point, like in your prime, you were doing really well. And you were like considering starting kind of a whole new chapter in your book, like doing something outside of the realm of what you would normally do. And it could have been considering marriage, considering, again, location change. Like, it was something going to be completely different, 11-13 on the timer for you. And this person really had you thinking about this. You were like, damn, I would uproot my life for this one. But then quickly it changed because they may have like came out with like weird words. And by weird, I mean like nasty at some point. Like, they switched up. It was like, one day they were as sweet as cupcakes. And then the next day it was like, what did you just say to me? Did that just really come out of their mouth? It had you overthinking, like crying in your bed at one point. Now, whether you told them this or not, I don't know. This person may have actually seen you come to tears because, and I picture it like, it was just like glossy eyes and they shattered the glass. And you were just like so mad at one point that you just started bawling because that was the only way to like get the feelings out. This person totally freaking effed up your life. Not for very long, don't worry. This breakup for you, this could have even been like you guys were considering or you were engaged or something. It was a very serious commitment. Like, this person really painted a picture of life that they were going to give you. 11-14 on the timer. There was absolute freaking hogwash, especially how they switched up on you. They may have presented them